It's something that I've always wanted to do. 10 years ago, I wanted to do it, whatever. It just happened that I got a job at Ironworks Speed and Custom where we had the tools to do it, and so I did it. You know, we're pushing some things. They want a couple things corrected before the next race, actually, and it's going to be easy enough to correct. But you know, we're racers. We had to try and get by what we could.
So you did this. How do you think this thing's going to drive?
You know, this whole car's just fast. I always say, as long as the motor keeps running, I always have a shot to win in this car. And I don't think this body's going to make that any different.
Why the body? You're working at a hot rod shop now. You wanted to do this, but
you know, I just think the retro looks cool. When you have a 57, that's a. I mean, when somebody says hot rod, I think 57 Chevy. You know, and I know Billy was going retro, and you know, it was kind of cool that he's doing it at the same time. It wasn't really to one-up him, even though we kind of did. That wasn't our intentions, you know. We laugh about it. He even made the post that everybody was playing second fiddle on the cool bodies to this car, and that's neat, you know. I've seen it shared in Australia and everything else, and that wasn't what we did it for, but that's awesome, you know. It makes me feel good. One of my first, I guess my very first race I won, I beat Rich Dinman and passed him with about 3 laps to go at the Bud Nationals. And we went on up to Hanford, and JT Content was up there, and I introduced myself, and he said, "You're Lee Jensen, you're the one that beat Dinman, you're the Dragonslayer." And it's kind of a cool nickname, so we perpetuated that once he come up with it, you know. 2006,
and now you have a website for the Dragonslayer.
Yeah, exactly. Like I say, we perpetuated it, so it's a cool deal. A neat thing, when they had the Chewy's car show for the March meets, there was a guy that runs a 57 Chevy funny car, and it's the Dragonslayer. So we sat and talked to him for a little while. We had fun. I just like them, you know. It's a good group of guys. They're kind of easy to drive. I'm getting a little older, you know. They're not as radical as the modifieds. We have the same engine package as the modified, though. We have plenty of horsepower, more horsepower than you can use most of the time, and that's neat, you know. And I just like them. I enjoy the division as a whole because of the racers that are in it also.
What keeps you racing?
I don't know. I'm just dumb that way, I guess.